Go! I don't want peace. I want problems always. I don't want peace. I want problems always.
I have no problem. I'm telling you. My brother Abu and I too, you have to sort us out. Yeah.
The businessman was impressed. So impressed, in fact, that he doled out a rather substantial preliminary bribe of $65,000 to reward Nyantiti's show of interest. The president was then seen gathering the money into a gift bag.
Hey,
The president then went over the bribery plan, this time critically sneaking in an extra $1 million as his and Abu's share, making $12 million in total.
I will give you good advice. He is my small brother. Yeah. If we are able to give money to the president of the country, the vice president, and the minister, we are finished. I'm telling you, we are finished. This is 5 plus 3, 8 plus 2, 10 plus 1, 11. Maybe you add another 1 million for us. 12 million. 12 million. Okay. Can we agree when we can get this visit to Ghana to do that, so that we can start quickly?
Perhaps blown away by the weight of the businessman's fortune, Nyantiti showed an unusual eagerness, almost to a servile degree, trying hard to ingratiate himself with the businessman. Could he be blamed? The president further implicated himself by admitting that he owns a local financial institution which could be used to launder the money into Ghana. Nyantechi's proposed plans, as criminal as they were smart and elaborate. He had proved resourceful.
if we have to transfer to Ghana,
I don't want peace. I want problems.
I have no problem. I'm telling you. My brother Abu and I too, you have to sort us out. Yeah.
The businessman was impressed. So impressed, in fact, that he doled out a rather substantial preliminary bribe of $65,000 to reward Nyantiti's show of interest, the president was then seen gathering the money into a gift bag.
Hey.
The president then went over the bribery plan, this time critically sneaking in an extra $1 million as his and Abu's share, making $12 million in total.
I will give you good advice. He is my small brother. If you're able to give money to the president of the country, the vice president, and the minister, we are finished. I'm telling you, we are finished. This is 5 plus 3, 8 plus 2, 10 plus 1, 11. Maybe you add another 1 million for us. 12 million. 12 million. Okay. Can we agree when we can get this visit to Ghana to do that, so that we can start quickly?
Perhaps blown away by the weight of the businessman's fortune, Nyantiti showed an unusual eagerness, almost to a servile degree, trying hard to ingratiate himself with the businessman. Could he be blamed? The president further implicated himself by admitting that he owns a local financial institution which could be used to launder the money into Ghana. Nyantiti's proposed plans, as criminal as they were smart and elaborate. He had proved resourceful.
If we have to transfer to Ghana,
I don't want peace. I want problems always. 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 I don't want peace. I want problems always.
I have no problem. I'm telling you. My brother Abu and I too, you have to sort us out.
The businessman was impressed. So impressed, in fact, that he doled out a rather substantial preliminary bribe of $65,000 to reward Nyantiti's show of interest. The president was then seen gathering the money into a gift bag.
hey.
The president then went over the bribery plan, this time critically sneaking in an extra $1 million as his and Abu's share, making $12 million in total.
I will give you good advice. He is my small brother. If you're able to give money to the president of the country, the vice president, and the minister, we are finished. I'm telling you, we are finished. This is 5 plus 3, 8 plus 2, 10 plus 1, 11. Maybe you add another 1 million for us. 12 million. 12 million. Okay. Can we agree when we can get this visit to Ghana to do that, so that we can start quickly?
Perhaps blown away by the weight of the businessman's fortune, Nyantiti showed an unusual eagerness, almost to a servile degree, trying hard to ingratiate himself with the businessman. Could he be blamed? The president further implicated himself by admitting that he owns a local financial institution which could be used to launder the money into Ghana. Nyantiti's proposed.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Presa ma wo wakaye no bozi nti yensro hwe kwasi aso a yeti aso presa the waka no osro sonsono afi we yento kwasi aba brofo eden na abata se pata panti wunya ho snake and sons wo one in the back onuba snake and sons wo one in the back wo one in the back adole snake and sons wo one in the back onuba Onuba, Snake and Sons, Snake and Sons, what one in the by, hey, what one in the by, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Ke, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Ke.
Said I mean who Ghana Nedia, who is the guy and Fred with this year. Omodi is a crack or trashing, how may I be a sin, a crack or ringing, huh? Committee, and now I walk a club that could take get so one man me, and then one side away, I'm so free back.
Snake and Sons, Snake and Sons, what one in the back, what one in the back, Onuba, Snake and Sons, Snake and Sons, what one in the back, hey, what one in the back, Adonis, Snake and Sons, Snake and Sons, what one in the back, what one in the back, Onuba, Snake and Sons, Snake and Sons, what one in the back, hey, what one in the back, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Ke, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Ke. Snake and Sons, what one in the back, what one in the back, Onuba, Snake and Sons, what one in the back, hey, what one in the back, Adonis, Snake and Sons, what one in the back, what one in the back, Onuba, Snake and Sons, what one in the back, hey, what one in the back, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Ke, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Kebi, Onufu Ke.
Right, so it's exactly 3:33 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 7:33 in Ghana. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. My production team, they are called the Ghost Team. Thank you very much for tuning in. We are live, streaming from our studios here in Washington, D.C. We are live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. Loud Silence TV is on Multi TV. We're also live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We are streaming live on With Audio Respect page on Facebook. With Audio Respect page on Facebook. We also have some affiliate cross-posting tonight's show across the world. We have Benjamin Wayo Mahama, his page on Facebook. They are live tonight. They are cross-posting across the world. NDC TV are also picking us live tonight. It's a wonderful night. They are also live cross-posting on Facebook. Honorable Joseph Yamin, his page on Facebook, we are live on it. Kevin Taylor, my official page on Facebook, we are live. We are live on Ghana News Thread tonight, cross-posting across the world. Tonight, we are back again, but it's an unusual Thursday night. I normally don't show up on Thursdays, so if I'm here, you need to understand that it's very important for me to be here tonight. It's all got to do with the case between Kennedy Ejapon and Anas Arimyao Anas. Yesterday, we got the final verdict. The judge on the case, Eric Baah, he has come out with his judgment. Lots and lots of people have questions about the judgment. So many people are asking questions. There are so many loopholes in this judge's judgment. He actually called Anas Arimyao Anas as a terrorist. And that wasn't the only thing. He called him a liar. He called him a thief. He called him a blackmailer. We'll go into the details. But tonight, we're going to break the internet again. We are going to be playing you audios. We'll be playing you an audio from the courtroom. Menya contempt pe. Contempt ni de menya bi. Menya contempt ni de so. And the maybe na menya contempt. Contempt. And then yam pona na menya contempt. Me minim se menya contempt and sana mapon. Omunyina amu show. They are all watching. Omo show no akromfo no bo Ghana no munyina nwumro mo hwe. Omo frɛ Jack, what hwe ade no Kevin about na eye judicial services for no Jack also hwe miss me show Kevin Taylor dey na odi be omunyina hwe akromfo go mo ne wi akromfo go he omo bi ejuma ko omunyina mo hwe Mr. Mwakon hwe Mr. Tibri ono so hwe the water court we see ono so hwe the ono so Supreme Court clerk na ono so hwe Oko eye danceman circuit court na wona sa clerk na wona so omunyina ehwe have you is your TV coming
And again, Stella. Munim de about and the Bebo audios. And you bring Ocean Media, the Kevin Bedu Taylor. The production team here from the Goats team. We are live here tonight across the world on Facebook. On Facebook, search for Loud Silence TV. On YouTube, our name is Loud Silence TV. On Multi TV, search for Loud Silence TV. We are live. And you bring Jumadi Ebedi, Jumadi Tia. Enra, Ejebo, Eja Ebedruye, Ejane Dien, Judge Eric Baah. Or a high court, one crime. Anas Arumia Anas, Eddie Kennedy, Japan, Echo Court, said we good who in Sembia Wakano in into Umbra Court, na Umbe Chirichim, into a seminar Yadishes no 2018, and as I did Assembly Ecopia Court. Necopia Court no in Sembebre C. And the Jumadi Bedin and Umbreno, Yababa Church, sending a summoner start here, and be a assembly do. Na Yachamu dear, a my judge Nijina so Ebu Assemino. Na dear ya. Dear a year room woman say, you better audio every court. Ama wetie. In summer, Nipebia no more court, eka. And you may, we are going to expose, if you want to say it that way, we are going to expose a year Judge Eric Baah, the judge in the duties any day, where a judge now to court. That's what we catch Ruby say, with all due respect, Nemame, and I'll fuck you up. With all due respect, a day reaction also takey. There are so many things we will be showing you Ghanaians tonight. Yepese Ghana 40 years here, what is happening in our courts in Ghana. It's about time we sanitize our judiciary. Chief Justice Afre, what is happening there? I've been seeing people texting me. That boy is back, Chief Justice, I'm back. He said me the what do. Chief. CJ, medal CJ, allegation. Inti, CJ, I am back. Almost reference. CJ, the boy is back. Ooh, that boy, that boy. So if you're not doing anything, if you're not with the small girl, you can watch. So don't worry, the small girl is in the bathroom. Into you are watching. I'm winning our motion. Omunyina hwampi before omuhwe omunyina betete omuhwe Kevin Taylor akwa wasaba or the facts beba and them the audio na eba and them the audio ba audio a free courtroom in Ghana. Audio a free courtroom na mu da ho emu ye kre na de ya wo audio nu say amanfo bi kasa ade a omo omo fight no sa de na omo ye yabo Ekufuor the new wom yabo the chief of staff new wom. The question is, who is fighting for the people? Are people basically using the judiciary to cover up their crimes? And then you bring, as a journalist myself, I have gone through it. Canada, Japan, by America, Edinburgh court. Or seen up $9.5 million. I didn't try or see me good hoofing. The hoofing I me good say, Waka assemble TV, just a nipebi enko ebo anas. Sorry, enko bo Ahmed Swali. Na omobona, the baby obetia, or see adentina mabetina TV swaka. Or say adentina natural letter akoma a year Massachusetts for mayor. Second in Japan nipebia or a member of parliament or shembra or journalist to TV so send pambono journalist anche bia yebo nipa ni tuo enti ono Massachusetts mayor no eni se oni sa nipa no edin sa woso anase oni ni gina hokoro twa picture eye enimguase na Massachusetts anase yes Massachusetts for a mayor no eka se ndie onye Canada Japan so on tiasie se makocho letter ama eye bruni se sebio ono ne ho nyenyenyan ne sebio krono ene nsema waka Ghana no mebie so akire bruni no enti ne buofu Canada Japan court and I say up 9.5 million if you say me good hu fi Ghana ma kan nsem ye ni se ye ka me di na tem oso no ndi ni pa tem da o nipa bia ne ho son enti akosi broni a sebi onyankopon efre no onyankopon ba no enhwe Canada Japan onhwe nanim no ma na $9.5 million na on function ho na on san kwa wo se preku and a broni ni ka che se da bi ahanye dwom ahanye ejimifo man ahase nipa ne diso sebi obi bia ofri no ejimifo nde ombe so na ha no enyansafo man ya bre ene ya kekere man enti yentumi nyesa oba Ghana no wameka na asem budi ene odebe share no ho media for bloggers for sebi nkwasiafo no mudi na chima ne di ne nkwasi asem no omunyina aka wanu tumu enra Canada Japan sa ko Ghana no so akọ wini case. As usual, Eddie Obe wini or Ghana. I didn't know wini or Ghana. If you say Ghana, Canada, Japan, the parliamentarians be, politicians be, and decide who should be the judge on a particular case. And then it will be see. And the Ghana, no politicians they decide or they determine. Chief Justice, judge omope, not judge in the case more. This is where we are as a nation. This is where we are as a nation. And if you're a young man watching me, if you're in the judiciary, if you're in Ghana Law School, and you think what I'm about to say today is a joke, man, let me tell you something. If our judiciary is tainted as it is looking now, if the judiciary loses the last grip, we are done for good. And it is looking like we don't have a judiciary. We have people picking judges. They are going around picking the kind of judges they want to make sure cases are announced or cases are judged in their favor. This is terrible. It is terrible. Announce the candidate upon court. Na the see what court war in Sembe ne see ye. The na abobo ababedrunda and the your judge your friend his name is Judge Eric Baah. Team, if there's any information, just let me have it. When you send me the free Eddie, somebody stopping me. All right, Mr. S, Mr. P, what are you saying? All right, thank you, Mr. P. So the reason why we are doing this today, and then exclusive, and then I say, for some time now, I'm on for Kai. For some time, I check a crack and a judge be a fellow. Judge Cheba for so the warrant out to Kevin Taylor. So I didn't say or say Kevin Taylor need right to say or be criticizing the Juma or ye. Or be catch and say Juma na or ye no. Sebio yenye nipa ye hwe Juma or dia odina tochima or say mini ho kwan se meka. Inti sa judge no Cheba for no say or the warrant atom so or ye judge or Ghana or ye kese or ye judge bia nipa hu so ye Yesu Kristo. Or no ankasa na komem no ohu ne ho se o chen Nyankopon. Oh, Judge Cheba for the girlfriend picture. Jack, send it to me. Now me find check Ghana for. Now me show who Judge Cheba for is. I have a picture of him and his girlfriend in their bedroom and all that. I just guys send it to me and let me show them. Into sa judge we say or the warrant. Ato so I didn't try. I have criticized his job. Now the reason why we are doing this tonight, and you say, "Bia, me Metiano, I hate the judiciary." I don't. And I say, "Bia Metiano, I hate the Chief Justice." I don't. And I don't disrespect any person in the judiciary. But it is consistently, we are seeing, say, I say judiciary, essay, and the confidence of the people in the judiciary since Chief Justice Enin Yeboah ebe so eye Pumamuse ordinary the leader of Ghana judiciary, it looks like the credibility of the judiciary is getting in the gutters every single day. The reason why we are doing this is not because I hate a judge, I hate the judiciary. It is because consistently, Yeni Ghana for the citizenry, we don't have belief in the judicial system again. And then do some pempem so say then this country is going to get to that point whereby we will lose that democracy, we will lose that country we call Ghana, because the judiciary is very important. There are three arms of government. The judiciary is the most important one. The executive, we know that they are doing politics. The legislature, we know they are doing politics. But the judiciary, you who say they are unique, they are the final arbiters. At the end of the day, you who say, sacrosanct, clear conscience people are, kasama ajubraba. But consistently for the past 6 years, since Ekufuor came to office, Chief Justice Enin Yeboah to be the Chief Justice of Ghana, every action, in fact, majority of the decisions from the Supreme Court and some lower courts like the High Court and Appeal Courts, say, where are we heading as a nation? Now the citizenry don't have confidence in the judiciary. We were in this country and a whole judiciary went outside Ghana to some European countries, said there's something called Black Book, to come and judge the elections of the Republic of Ghana that is being governed by the Constitution of the Republic. As an American, you might not see how serious it is. You are talking about Ghana. It is our right. The Constitution gives every Ghanaian who is 18 and above, who has clear conscience, who is not crazy, to vote, to elect a leader. The Constitution gives us that right. Now we go and vote. And at the end of the day, what happens is we are doubting the results of the elections. Now, the Supreme Court, that is the creme de la creme of our judicial or law issues, now sits back and go all the way to some country and go bring a black book to tell us why we have to all follow that black book that at the end of the day, our constitution does not bind. It should tell you that we have a Supreme Court, we have a judiciary. It is every day, gradually, consistently, they are making people believe that they cannot be trusted. And I can talk about lower courts and things that has happened. We can talk about Justice Hunyuiga, a whole Supreme Court judge, having some other duties in appeals court. The way he conducted himself, he sat in public, campaigning for a certain president, that people should give the president another term. This is a Supreme Court judge. He isn't a circuit court judge. He is sitting on the one of the most sensitive political cases, Opuni, Sedu Agongo, and the Attorney General. And so the judge, who is a Supreme Court judge, who was promoted to the Supreme Court by the President of the Republic, sits in public and tells the world that, you know what, Mr. President, because of a policy you brought, I, a Supreme Court judge, I want the people to give you 4 more years. The same president, at the end of the day, what? Move this guy to the Supreme Court. Yeti Kromha. And at this same court, we are talking about the Supreme Court. Elections. We have a referee for our elections who is in the name of Jane Mensah, or your friend, the returning officer for Ghana's elections. About 10 different results of our republic, our elections. And we, the citizens, we said, come to the Supreme Court to tell us who actually got what and who won and who lost. The Supreme Court, the judiciary, said no. They were not going to allow the lady that we use our taxpayers' money to pay. Jane Mensah, who is being fed by us. The Supreme Court, led by Eni Niabua, with the rest of the members, said no. Even though you are the guys who paid this woman, you are the guys who employed this woman, you are the guys who voted, you are the guys the Constitution speaks for. We are the Supreme Court of Ghana, the judiciary. We will not allow you Ghanaians to question Jane Mensah, who won the elections legitimately with what number. So as we sit here as a nation, we don't even know the exact number each political party got, the official number. So these are some of the things. Into Tinasia, no Busan will say, Ehina Yabedru Sisiai. Adeni Waha. Why is the judiciary doing this? Today, we are going to enter another issue. High Court. Anas Arimia Anas. Kennedy Japan. Defamation. Now, let's start the process. Now, the AC of Ghana and Tia. We believe that if Ghana is going to go down, some judges, from their actions, listen, let's say, from our editorial here, no, I believe, say, if Ghana is going to go down, if this country is going to be in chaos, if there's going to be war, if people are going to kill each other, some of the actions of some of these judges in Ghana will cause that. If people are going to rise up against the judiciary, if people are going to turn guns at the judiciary, some judges, the actions of some of our judges, the Supreme Court, the High Courts, the Appeal Courts, the Circuit Court, and those courts around the nation, the actions of these judges we have given power to be just in their deliberation, in their deliveries, in their sittings. If we don't take care, some of the actions of these judges will cause the downfall, will end the democracy of this nation. There's nowhere in this country, in this world, that a Supreme Court will go to another country to bring a book, to read what is in the book to judge their elections. Nowhere. So today, some judges in Ghana feel, say, are untouchables. They can take bribe. They brought daylight. They don't care because nobody can do them anything. We were in this same country when some judges were shot in the head. We have spoken against it. We have all spoken against it for years. But it is beginning to look like that action, the action then was justifiable because of some of the actions of some of the judges in this country, Ghana. All right. Me say and the me no menya contempt pay. Contempt. When you would say na be adwuma no, ai say na ya ntamba o. Ai. We also put time over time. Ai. Mo send a what's a momo no fast. What a overtime na me ai. Mo ma me overtime. Eye WhatsApp no eye KTWADR1 ene ye cash app KTWADR1. PayPal no KTWADR. In fact, muntia a year overtime na yemfa dwumade no enhyehyɛ so. I had to say the end my slow be say and Kevin Taylor na Ekasa. Let me say hello to a few people na mfa dwumade so. Alfonso is here, Joy Ama, thank you very much. And the deeper to parent boy. Now let's get serious here. Overtime no me pacho muntia na enye dwumade no. Cash app no KTWADR1. KTWADR1. And a PayPal no KTWADR. PayPal near KTWADR. Mami hwe se obi onhwa ko na me nsa me mfro wa ha. Me na me se nkofo ema me eye endonate for me overtime no. Na wodwa kohwe injira kotie injira FM. Thank you very much. Dey na aba. Ye check esi kasem onhwa ko. Na sa me tia me mfro bi. Nya thank you very much for the $20. God bless you. Bless you very very well. Matilda, thank you very much. Bless you. Nyaba, thank you very much. Nyaba, you're such a wonderful person. Thank you supporting the team. May I go ahead paper? Shako. I thank you. I've seen your $50. I want to do. You are supporting the TV and supporting the overtime. And so many people are supporting. Oh, thank you very much, guys. Okay, all right. Now let's do the do. That a paper's in the way. Almost fresh from home. He's almost started fresh. He's coming to start. Oh, please drink your medicine first. Almost started fresh. Judge for no. Any politicians are crying for no. He's about to start. Oh, please have you taken your medicine? Drink it fast before he starts. Your BP1, it is on the fridge. Oh, be a friend. Hey, Grace, why are you still? Oh, we are churches. Where is my BP medicine? He said, I want the first one, the second one. He said, I want all the two. It is on the TV. On the right side, where we have the toothpaste, the Pepsodent. Yes. I said, thank you. Almost started. No. Mama, I don't want peace. Yeah, more. In fact, let me see. But me sure let me see something here. Where? Okay, let me see something here. Oko Facebook over 2,000 people. With all due respect, page over 2,000 people. Oko other pages now over. Just say TV news is so I map kind of tree near chile no be at here. Judge for the share, Obi a share MPP for you if you could for share. Obi a Jubilee House, but girls on the table. So I my stomach or boy Kevin Taylor than a stress. Basically, Jubilee House not go here. I just say Obi, I call the sugar daddy or sugar daddy MPP nipa Napo. Ene eye na podo tumi ma 220,000 30,000 nyina otumi text come let's have sex with Jimmy fucking omu nyina dadara am that apartment cantonment girl now ni sugar daddy da hono girl na shake Kevin Taylor sugar daddy ni tumi nkasa phone na da girl na stress so say enim ni nyina papa ntumi say hey why are you wasting your time on this guy say hey sir please allow ejuma na oba ayese membe ma ye wi a wo ha on saying why are you watching this guy say please Kevin Taylor da ma stress so me da mo stress so omo hwe me oba dey Mummy enye show no.
I don't want peace. I want problems always. 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 I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Madam for Judge B, Madam for senior lawyer B power, and Madam for Judge B. One from Kevin. Correct this. It's very important. Ghanaians get to know the truth. It is not a black book. It is Black's Law Dictionary. Thank you very much, your Highness, your Highness. Thank you, Judge. But Judge for me, Bo mienu Supreme Court, and I'm what mienu ewo Appeals Court, and I'm what mienu ewo High Court, and I'm what mienu ewo Circuit Court. Me saw clerk for me ejuma, I'm be 16. Me yo mu nyina to, and the Chief Justice, we call now. I'm one of my employable. I'm the payroll so I almost say Kevin. Me judge ni ba cause Kevin. It is Black's Law Dictionary. Ridiculous. Judge Penyinio. I say Kevin, say it is not Black Book. It is Black's Law Dictionary. Ridiculous. Very funny people. Judge penyini pa or some incorrect. Yet to chroma yakofa Black's Law Dictionary. Any other judge a day. Yet baba judge a case. Election case. Ya bought damn near to Ghana na. All right, let's do the do. I don't want peace. Me teach you way. Enti me wa judge me no Supreme Court. But judge me no appeals court. Me judge me no high court. Me judge me second court in there. I has mati school. Second court no. Erade na oba ayi for na. Omo me adwuma court what a judicial service for no. And I just say my family planning. Me mankwa. Dem pe biom de be ma me. Judicial service. Na me dear docket na me pa mu yi ma me. Se me no me nkwara na me omu ye adwuma ta judiciary secretary for no girls no. Omo feel me. Now I'm feeling over feeling why. Judicial services in manning in a bebre, Yamenquara, I docket be a me pebia. No more too many judges for now, judge for the common record, no that send Kevin take it, foolish man. I intimino, ultimate focal, Benquanam to become a source of Ghana, ultimate focal. Judicial service, clerk for, secretary for, accountant for, Okoko to Amenquaram Quan. America do the bad, I'm the best here. I only about Brems is here, me. On the breme because I'm only me. Girls need Jimmy D. Judicial service girls no. Now no problem to me from me, Kevin. Today this lawyer came. We were listening. I want to be coming to me, so forget them, Kevin. The day you come, we will come to UK. Able to be by UK, me sure more. Able to be by US. Now say could be by US. I send me sa. I'm the I'm a banana docket could talk. Omo to be chada acha we dwumem I or some upon says no upon omo to be cha 8 no to chop picture I've just screenshot Kevin is it okay if you want to look at these 20 pictures are all okay so wait we will do it for you Kevin why I omo to be sa pabecho I girls no omo to be just omo to be docket no it was at my daba me name my wife ya dakura many tia do pam say oh na ma check me say hey these pictures are not clear also Kevin I'm sorry Akwe. Go kumazi go he. Sakwa siampenyi Kevin Taylor. Oh wa. There you go. Go kumazi go he. Ye di matam bitiam ya adish. And then your regular show. Mi wie ya mapon. Oh. Thank you very much. The cheba for so hu na cho. Mama mfa je cheba for the girlfriend picture bin chire mo. Achepa me latest one about we no. Ana is it going to come on the system? It needs to come on. Oh, Jacheba for Kim. Okay. Jacheba for it's in the catch you. And there's a way about the end of whistle beba. That be this one that they are naked. Why do I want to wait? Mr. P? We are saving these ones, the ones you are sending that we are saving for them for 2024. Why are you bringing those ones now? You like the hotel, the guys will be angry. Sometimes you guys, when I talk to you, you need to listen. Those ones are 2024. I didn't say open the 20. I don't open that 2024 file. Open the 2020 to 2022. Don't open 2020. Mr. S, talk to Mr. P. Okay. This one has failed. All right. My main share. Me who judge about for where old one now me show baby judge about for judge way of feeling who rough judge way. This no girl way. Judge way. Judge for judge our boy. Cheba for no. I'm not warrant this here. Hey, I'm angry. Hey, I would say the judge cases. The uni anime. The cheba for the small girl, no. But more 2023, you know, 2022-23. I girl, we are feeling entitled to a minkuana make her head. I don't go. Hey, girl, we ba. The cheba for me watch it. I into judge when a day you told me so no warrant no. Only I was bow rough. I otentam nenija atentam wacha kinkan. I just for or parking I can attentam talking kind into me who not che and I meet Chiano and son of me show you know. Let me say hello to Cheba for Mr. P. Mistakenly, you almost made me drop a hotel topic. Don't do that again. So this is Cheba for I didn't know a girl. There's one be which they were taking a selfie in the hotel. Mammy, when you know old ones may check me. I want I'm refi. Such Cheba will be check and but more new ones to be Jacheba for no. Minipo, we feel the time. We no say the same. Jacheba for no small girl way. But all new ones be or me the beba. And no say no. Oh. Let me tell us in quite some meeting is okay. Hey, Mr. P, the system is frozen. Hey, as I miss you, Mr. S. When I drop the pictures, they don't show. Hey. Asamesi. I don't know what's happening. Mama just old one beba. Old one is so mau. This is not right. Something is not right here. Mr. S, Mr. P, I'm trying to drop the pictures, but when I drop, I don't see them on. So how am I going to do the show today? All right, the ones that have been saved on the system, they are fine. But I'm trying to bring in these new ones from the Cheba for photos. All right, let me see if they appear here. But they are not. Yeah, this one is here. Oh, when I would say, Kevin, remember, I remember pictures also before saying nothing. Like, babe. Oh. One second. Okay, so my team, they are telling me to move on. If they'll correct this. I was trying to put something on, it's not coming through, but the show pictures are ready. See, we can still do the show. All right, welcome back to the show. My name is Kevin Ekoberi Taylor. Mama yenye show na Kennedy Japan and Anas Arimia Anas Asemna yekan wasemno. Now, this is the judge Otina Kennedy Japan and Anas Arimia Anas case in the Now, this judge, his name is Eric Baah. Or a judge bia the judgment, you know, I think the majority of the people have taken time to read it. Now, what we are going to do is say, you best start the case in free tree. We have an audio to play from court for you people to know the Adrian and teacher ama case na bedru bibi edri. Now, this judge on the trial the judgment to say, oh, who's Anas a terrorist, or who's Anas a blackmailer, or say Anas a cromfo. Or say or no from the Kennedy court, no. Today we will read a few to you, no. Or who say Anas Ayobia, and this is not a criminal case. Sa case here, judge we at nas. In fact, moi ebia monkai munhu de nimie no ono ankasa ni mankasa ni judge no onye your friend Eric Baah ebia or judge ntare na aya on sheda enhu ni ye. But if you want to see him abra on judge atare ni nimie your friend Judge Eric Baah. The din enono enti se bia me de we kireo e bia na o hye we nti na won hyeda enhu nipa na me kana asem but say e bia me yi judge atare na you will see said this is the same person we were talking about your friend Judge Eric Baah. He basically on the tena Kennedy Japan any a year Anas Arimiyao Anas case in so now and the adia chin Anas from Endra no. So many people have spoken about this case after the judgment about Montese Kennedy Japan a winning case, you know. Now you hear people like a year obi to say Kwesi Nyantechi during the trial and he did a couple of times. Nyantechi said Anas portrayed himself like an angel, but he's worse than the devil. Kwesi Nyantechi, wow, Kwesi Nyantechi no on this man. Kwesi Nyantechi no only former GFA boss.
No problem. I'm telling you. My brother Abu and I too, you have to sort this out. Yeah.
The businessman was impressed. So impressed, in fact, that he doled out a rather substantial preliminary bribe of $65,000 to reward Nyantiti's show of interest, the president was then seen gathering the money into a gift bag.
Hey.
The president then went over the bribery plan, this time critically sneaking in an extra $1 million as his and Abu's share, making $12 million in total.
I will give you good advice. He is my small brother. If you're able to give money to the president of the country, the vice president, and the minister, we are finished. Good advice. He is my small brother. If you're able to give money to the president of the country, the vice president, and the minister, we are finished. I'm telling you, we are finished. This is good advice. He is my small brother. If you're able to give money to the president of the country, the vice president, and the minister, we are finished. I'm telling you, we are finished. This is 5 plus 3, 8 plus 2, 10 plus 1, 11. Maybe you add another 1 million for us. 12 million. 12 million. Okay. Can we agree when we can get this visit to Ghana to do so that we can start quickly?
Perhaps blown away by the weight of the businessman's fortune, Nyantechi showed an unusual eagerness, almost to a servile degree, trying hard to ingratiate himself with the businessman. Could he be blamed? The president further implicated himself by admitting that he owns a local financial institution which could be used to launder the money into Ghana. Nyantechi's proposed plan.
Inti moa ebi amosha no foforo a monhwere nim asema ye kan no we yakwisi Nyantechi ona hu no video no also sika no na etiobi anse ni tiri so na anase ntwe sika wono so osako enim ka se otumi ma yebema president ni sika yema vice sika dia na yewie Ghana na yebedwire egum Kwesi Nyantechi after a Anas Arimia Anas case no na Anas Arimia Anas any Kennedy Japan case no efa a investigative job Anas any Ahmed Swale any the team ye efa a Kronoa na GFA those times no Kwesi Nyantechi edi enim Kronoa mo bo sika omuvia omne the government of the Republic of Ghana a Ekufuado di enim a omuvia Ghana sika omde positions area ye eno ne kofa asamba ya Kennedy Japan ekokeka nsem fa Anas Arimia Anas ho a Anas de court mo kai say Anas de documentary ni ba efa sa sika dream ene corruption ana ekoso GFA Kwesi Nyantechi ewom no Kennedy Japan eso de another documentary by say or the Bible counter Anas Arimia Anas documentary no if we say documentary na Anas de Babontin no enye the true no true do Kennedy Japan di bibi by no friend no who watches the watchman aya nyina hwe ya ehu sana bibi anim adefoforo bi anim na de Anas de kire na na osado be kire Ghana fo na Kennedy Japan na adwene say Anas say for some time o ka kire Ghana fo nyina say Anas ekromfo Anas ewi ono na enipa ne hote a onim se no kore eno wo ho na de bia na obetena TV so a na oka nsem egu Anas ho fi Anas de Kennedy court say o mekirem adekudie nti of friend say o ekromfo oye ewi we kunipa ombra court no mekirem with evidence na yehu sene ye nyina be ko enim asem we Anas de court 2018 and ejina court atwentwentwen ne na saa ba bedu 2023 guys say Kennedy Japan de me ba court wa ha asem de ba court last year no endi 2 months or court and asem ye kan wiye in fact 2 months gonna Dawson and some do 1.5 months and your car some new year Kennedy Japan any Anas Arimia Anas the Kennedy court 2018 assembly na court sa be do 2023 and then show the difference between the judiciary in America and the judiciary in Ghana now into the demand ya bedru and ya bedru ya na Mr. S Mr. P block people don't warn them because on baha onko be foforo Mr. S Mr. P block people, don't warn. I know you guys, you have this very nice heart talking to people. Block them and take them off the platform. Let people watching me on my watch. These are all distractors. We don't entertain that. Some will be papa kwa omunkoho. So Mr. L, Mr. P, block all those people. Nobody is above blocking. Obi obe jimini hu biano, block that person. Thank you very much, team. Enti yedidi asem no ane aba bedru ha enwumre ni nyina ne say ye be kyeremo what basically assembly nyina tie any adekodienti a yehu judgment a yehu no. Now moment kwenim. Now since the judgment in Baah, we have seen people come out to speak. Somebody like Ifadate, in Krabia Ifadate, or say it's unfair, unrealistic to accuse Kennedy Japan of manipulating the judge. Or say, a man for no more judge no Eric Bano, ya a man for Njai Kase, Kennedy Japan, to me, on Sebio. Or and then such as here, Sebio, with Chess Kabia, my judge, and as a judge, na Aji, a bribe, and a with dear Seminamano. And see, or no, in Krabia, if other Tanekas, or Momocasa, no Munjaika, na Canada Japan, won't Chess Kabia, my judge, judge, and as a man or take or two, a French, in fact, Canada Japan, Crano, time I don't walk out, not Osro judge, not judge, and as well, Bikabia, or Disso, not just a judge in Nipabia, or what to me, a was so. In Krabia, if other Tababo, and Tabe defend the Canada Japan, say, Ghana for judge and judgment na ho no yemfa ne saa na Kennedy de ontumi onfa ne nsanka judge bia ontua sika bia ma judge bia we another lawyer ono so ewo Ghana. Now Kennedy Japan akasa ose NPP Ekufuado Bawumia ose omokopa obi a ye friend to say edubu ahin chew mokai edubu ahin nansen anasi ye scandal bia na edubu ahin egi $200,000. Yes, mokai na oka say oh we there sika we there Bawumia na oni omo be check because Bawumia office ne there de omo ya no inti 200,000 appearance fee. Mokai sa I'm trying to get the video here. Mr. P is not coming through. But Ghana for who sa scandal no edubu ahin not the presidency under the Ministry of Finance and na ode presidency no elbokro no. And Canada Japan so we win against your NAS into all the documentaries judge for ya chi omo a na omoji bayire wo TV so omoji banchi wo TV so omoji aponche kokko wo TV so no Canada Japan say and no ono etima ko Ghana court Eric Baah so case ne so ewini inti sa judge for a ya chi omo nyina wo camera so na omoji mponchi wo mu fie omoji sika wo mu court rooms omoji indwan no Canada Japan say MPP Nana Ekufuado mo omumpa edubu ahichew na sa judge for na echi omu nyina on camera no omumfa omde omu certificate mo ensa mo nsambra system ni mu me judges Kennedy Japan so we win case of court inti job anase ni nyina Ekufuado embra bontene ommepa Ekufuado edubu ahichew na omu nsamfa judge for ni nyina nsam egu ye court nim. Okay uko wenima utumu sansem na bi now sa assemwe a defamation case ye kopie court no emre bi me beka kire mo ha and I'm show documents and these same documents I'm going to show them again me be kire mo say case na nkasa no judges are no mudi case no ya be judges be 1 2 3 4 3 or 4 and a atna case we so abedru hanne emre bi I did a scandal here and I told you guys that Canada Japan's lawyers they have written to the Chief Justice, said Judge Omo Peno and a Chief Justice in Famomo. Even though there was a judge who was listening to the case or sitting on that case, Canada Japan and the lawyers extra letter comma CJ, the Chief Justice. In the middle of the case, the Chief Justice say, Omo Pe, a particular lawyer, no judge, na sa judge no muhuni so to be dia 70 ye. Sa judge no any judge be, judge no any friend Judge Eric Baah. Now, what led to a market in Japan? A catcher and lawyers, the lawyers, a fresh CJ catcher CJ said through a letter. No, also was a judge or Tisono. Now, this judge way a Sabetina case because no Canada Japan pay. It's weird. The plaintiff that took the case wasn't complaining about judges, but the defendant feels to say our right to tell the CJ to give him a judge he wants. Now, because I don't want people to say we are making things up, Ghana Web actually published that story when the lawyers of Canada Japan wrote to the CJ to tell the CJ that they need a specific judge who will sit on that case. Now, me read this story because there's a specific reason why I want to read the Ghana Web story. Now, we are made the letter now. Canada Japan lawyers no extra come CJ ni say omo insist say omo pe lawyer bi no CJ ni G2 mu no na me no so actual because facts are very important in these kind of these kind of editorials. Now, when you read the story, when you look at the caption, CJ grants Ken Japan's request for old judge on Anna's defamation case. Caption, where 2018. Case started 2018, and this story was done by the Ghana Web. Almost said CJ Adjatum say Jaja Kennedy Japan so peno ewa Anna's case no omunfa sa judge no embra. Now you read this story no. We all have to take our time. Story ne say there has been a new twist in the case of defamation brought against the Member of Parliament for Assin Central, Kennedy Japan, by ace undercover journalist, investigative journalist, Anas Arimiao Anas, after the Chief Justice admitted the request of one party for a choice of a judge to continue the hearing of the case. Almost say, from what I read, almost say, there has been a new twist. Ghana Web, someone who said, a seminar echoes to a court, Omo report nature say asem no adane kakra na de adane nyina ne say Kennedy Japan lawyers na twa koma Chief Justice no say omo pe a particular judge e ma Chief Justice no agi atum say sa judge no onye den ombra embedi asem no. Second paragraph, Kennedy Japan had written to the CJ Akwesi Enin Yeboah requesting that Judge Eric Baah be retained in the defamation case after a substantive judge had been put on the case, stating timing and knowledge of the case for their choice. Almost say Kennedy Japan lawyers ne Chokoma Chief Justice said, even though no ye judge substantive judge, yes judge substantive judge ye ni so wo na wote asem we so no. Almost say Eric Baah asem start here no na ye de na betrem say interim just say na ye nyi substantive judge. Time asem start here no na CJ enyi judge ye de ahye den sase pimu wona obedi asem na kosi ase e joka say yem pese case ni beda ho asensen nti obi emet na ho for the meantime your friend the meantime judge ana interim judge and a CJ frɛ de Eric Baah. Now time CJ eye substantive judge no and a Kennedy Japan extra command CJ say even though no where you judge e was on what na asem no so no sa judge na first no obetena so for the meantime for a substantive judge to come no or see or no pesa judge no sa judge na friend Eric Baah no Kennedy Japan say the CJ yi na also di asem no mani si no ompe na ope Eric Baah na ye ka say already obetena no hwe epono na no se na be judge papa judge na nkasa ba no akwakọ yi na dwuma no Kennedy Japan say judge papa no ope de ope Eric Baah adentra osi eye timing no any choices bia any tibia case no be delay into no through the lawyers no omo pedien Eric Baah into CJ no so ye den ogitu mu. Now yanko enim, according to a 3news.com report, the New Patriotic Party lawmaker had apparently written to the Chief Justice through his lawyers to have Justice Eric Baah, who had earlier been put on the case in a substantive capacity, to rather be retained on the case currently running at the High Court. Inti almost some understanding through a TV3 report, Sir Judge Eric Baah no ye bi asem no na ti asem na no. And a CJ kofa substantive judge by because ye bi asem na say CJ say ye pe judge by the asem. For the meantime no asem esi bia wo Supreme Court ye betima ka say o perform some duties bi e High Court. And I say be asem esi o Appeals Court ye betima ka say o perform some duties bi e High Court. The moment now o perform that interim duty no we see you technically as a substantive judge because wona wuti asem no. Indirectly no even though you are not substantive in the position you are now, you become the substantive until the CJ himself brings somebody and say, okay, asimesi, ya ka asebe jina pono na no, na tutu nyoma, wetima tutu ye se the asimesi ne person obe di asem na nkasa. And so Kennedy says CJ the asimesi ankasa so obe di asem but ope sa the ka so mehwe pono na no na in quotes no na oye substantive judge no, ono na ye Eric Baah no, ono na already judgment no. Yanko enim. Now, Uko in an report now, the lawyers for Kennedy Japan had argued that Justice Gifty Edu, the substantive judge on the case after Justice Daniel Mensah, the Domahine, Justice Daniel Mensah, or Domahine Nidino, no, who initially started handling the case in 2018, but was in 2020 transferred to Tema, was not qualified enough to handle the case. Munisa some way a court 2018 no. Judge are not tickets in so starting and near Domahine. Also, be any Domahine or judge. Or no na otiasam so from 2018 initially. Domahene started to a case no so no and they transferred Domahene court tema. Domahene started to a case no so or handle case no. Domahene for Justice Daniel Mensah. Or tina case no so 2018 no and a Chief Justice a transfer Domahene de court tema. Say on free case no so no court tema. Inti Chief Justice Ekofa Eric Baah say on be substantive for the meantime before they get a substantive judge. Now, the substantive judge gifty Justice Gifty Obana Bana after Kennedy Japan say ope Eric Baah didn't be jine mu say on China judge Papa Mbrano and I judge from Brano. Kennedy Japan say opesa Eric Baah and a Chief Justice G2 mu. It is a OSHA dynamics na case na nkasa no Domahene na start here and a Chief Justice transfer Domahene free case no so nkotema. And yede Eric Baah be jine mu for the meantime technically substantive no and a Chief Justice kofa substantive judge ankasa ba efeni gifty and Kennedy Japan chokoma Chief Justice said no me pedia also me bo reserve kakra na onko no ono na me pe no and a Chief Justice say yo and ye now yanko enim me say read the story ni nyina me wi na me read this letter na me chokoma Chief Justice no na me read Chief Justice response no se ne be ya mu nyina mo beti ase enti eduru be bia me kirekire nsemu a na obia emmese out. Now after this transfer Justice Baah because na Domahene net so omo transfer na de Justice Baah be share ho so omo occupy position na omo pe substantive so the meantime I occupy no substantive. Inti enya substantive gift no and so asomesi free ho Kennedy say on pay gift no ope Eric Baah inti yenko enim. After his transfer Justice Baah, a court of appeal judge who had sat on the case as an additional high court judge, took over but temporarily until Justice Gifty Edu was brought in after mati asie into a case so temporarily because onanka so our appeals court also I say high court there are so many judges there and a Chief Justice Akoyi Gifty as Kennedy some pay or pay judge now or appeals court now or perform some extrajudicial duties be if a high court no yakope substantive appeals court judge but no say Kennedy say on pay Chief Justice say you won't pay and the appeals court judge now or ejuma appeals court no on your duties no mra to high court to come and perform those duties. Now the report added that unhappy with the decision and on the blind of the other party in the case. Listen, the report added that unhappy with the decision and on the blind of the other party in the case, lawyers of the defendant, that is Kennedy Japan, wrote to the Chief Justice to request that Justice Baah is rather maintained on the case. Only the time at Kennedy Japan, on any lawyers, actual letter akoma Chief Justice say oyedien on pe a new judge no ope Eric Baah in court. Every document that goes to the judge certain and answer to the Chief Justice no the other party ex party obi an no court be a document be an was say the two parties no at the end of the day need to have knowledge in this announce lawyers cause metro letter be akoma CJ about omo judge na odi case no pa e was say or inform Kennedy Japan lawyers no momo so enya sa copy na be send they can see each other and know how the case is progressing. But the most interesting thing is Kennedy Japan lawyers no extra comma CJ without the knowing of Anas Arimia Anas lawyers. Now the question here is why didn't the Chief Justice ask Kennedy Japan's lawyers that if they have served the other party this same letter they are sending to him? Because what the Chief Justice needs to do is fine, I've received your petition or your letter, but the other party you are in court with, do they have knowledge of what you are writing to me? So it's a big question we need to be asking Chief Justice Eni Yeboah. But Chief Justice Eni Yeboah did not ask. He granted it. So if you won't lie no, Kennedy throw letter sana, any people in the court. So open lawyer and as open judge and open judge now choke my Chief Justice and change judge na. It was so we inform we now we consent near almost view. This is what happened. Kennedy lawyers, they didn't have a knowledge. All that they saw was that Chief Justice has retained Eric Baah. So the question goes to the Chief Justice. did the Chief Justice ask Kennedy Japan lawyers? Because it's a court practice. Did Enini Yabua ask Kennedy Japan's lawyers, say, have you served the other party? Enini Yabua did not do it. Now, and I'm going to quote this. And this is the quote from the CJ. Now, I will not quote this from the newspaper. I want to quote the CJ from the CJ's own letter. So this is where I show you the letter that was written to the CJ, the petition, and the response from CJ, a court document. Now, let me read the exact court document from the CJ and the response, the exact response from the Chief Justice. I don't want anybody to say Kevin Taylor quoted a news outlet. I want to read what the Chief Justice wrote to the court, why he's maintaining or why he maintained Eric Baah. Now see, this is the petition to the Chief Justice. Sorry. This is Kennedy Japan's lawyer's letter to the Chief Justice, letter whereby the other party, Anas Arimyao, Anas Timno, and his lawyers didn't have even an idea about. Because if they had an idea about this, they would have contested it. But when you read the letters, both letters, you will see the lawyers of Anas, they did not have an idea. So this is a conversation between Chief Justice and Kennedy Japan lawyers. Is this lawful? Is it right? This is the CJ, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, breaking the fundamental laws of Ghana when it comes to our judicial system. All right. Now let's read the letter. And this letter was written on the 19th of October 2021. The Honorable Chief Justice, Judicial Service, Head Office, Accra. My Lord Chief Justice, and this is the petition. Petition for an order for Justice Eric Baah, JA, to continue and complete part head case entitled Anas Arimyao Anas versus Honorable Kennedy Japan, suit number GJ 892-2018. Now, the most important part is the letter, the body itself. Let's read it. We write as solicitors for and on behalf of defendants, hereinafter referred to as our client. My Lord, the above suit, which was instituted in 2018, remain on head until the arrival of the above named judge. He began taking evidence on the case and has so far heard the evidence of the plaintiff and the defendant. He has heard part of the cross-examination of the defendant. He has observed the demeanor of the parties and is abreast with the details of the case, including its nature and scope. I am aware that a new judge has been posted to the High Court, General Jurisdiction Division 2. It will take some time for the record of proceedings to be put together for the new judge. She will need further time to study the record to the benefit of the demeanor of the witnesses so far. Now, respectfully, it is my view that it will be quicker and more efficient for Justice Baah to continue the case than the new judge. In the circumstance, respectfully and earnestly pray you to order the previous judge to continue the case. Thank you. Yours sincerely, Raphael Ejapon, Esquire, lawyer for defendant. That's his phone number down there, and it was certified. Now, letter when you now my Chief Justice, almost say, Chief Justice, you tell say who the new judge or a substantive judge ebetina case we so Emma a year appeals court judge feno Eric Baah or asem we so no akọ sene be ya asem no beto so. Na Kennedy Japan lawyers ne ka Chief Justice say no judge na oba no e wo se okenkan eye say eye Eric Baah no watena asem no so wetie eye both parties. Justice Bano, the why and say, we too much demeanor, wa share a witnesses in as be conduct your court, transno yadaya, ya sabanoa. Kennedy Japan lawyers and say, Chief Justice in Shasanyuma winina. In fact, judge for fraud ne ba no sa judge no also sabe static case no ebe kinkan ebe hu no kure bi foforo bi anase or sabe waste time into omo de omo adwene mu no eye judge we a owo adwumadie wo appeals court for Eric Baah no anka omra no to case we aso mam me anyi judge no na yenko finish case no. They have a case, right? Now the question is, the new judge coming, did he tell you guys that he cannot do this job? The new judge now, Chief Justice Edeneba, to be substantive judge, you know, did she ever say she cannot read the case again? Did she ever say that she cannot sit back and start interrogating everything again? She never said that. The judge who was being appointed never said there was too much work that has been done and that I cannot do it. In fact, the judge has not even come in to say, I am just going to read the transcript and that I'm not going to restart the case again. Because the judge can say, I want to continue by reading the transcript and taking it from here. The judge can say, let's go back because as Justice Baah ideas and assuming at the end of the day, you are not the one paying the judge. At the end of the day, it is the truth that you are looking for. Ain't it the case staying or the judge coming in to sit on the case? No, how is it going to affect you? You the defendant. But omuchro koma Chief Justice and omu state sa in some way as a Chief Justice in Jinaso. Na oma Eric Baah also kone appeals court ko ene dwuma no entina case ni so finish it without the knowledge of Anas lawyers and Anas. The Chief Justice knew that Anas did not have knowledge of this because if Anas had knowledge of this, he would have seen Anas lawyers CC'd in this letter. He would have received a counter argument from Anas's lawyers. But Chief Justice, no, and then obey Chief Justice, so and then obey Judge. He has gone through this process a million times. He knows, say, what the people are writing to him, no, is just between him and Kennedy. But in law, in court, nothing like that happens. So you ask yourself, what made the Chief Justice decide to grant this without hearing the other party's views? Because nipa me in our court. I didn't about petrol letter bro can just say keep this judge. Now back on in our court no that the plaintiff Crampono has no idea about a communication between the Chief Justice and the defendant. Why? How do we lower court like that? So they write this letter to the Chief Justice, and then this is what the Chief Justice writes back. This is his response. What does the Chief Justice say? When you look at the letter OCJ P volume 63, His Lordship Justice Eric Baah, Justice of the Court of Appeal, Accra, petition for an order for Justice Eric Baah, JA, to continue and complete party head, what. That's the first caption because they are replying. Now, this is the letter from the Chief Justice. What did he say when he received the letter from just Kennedy Japan's lawyers? Without the knowledge of Anas Arimiao, Anas's lawyers. And you know the shocking thing? The Chief Justice, Unimgana Mrano. Today, if a judge in Ghana does the same, the Chief Justice will say that judge should go home. Now, this is the response of the Chief Justice to Kennedy's lawyers. I write, with reference to the above-mentioned petition to the Chief Justice dated 19th October 2021, you are hereby directed to continue hearing the above-mentioned case to finality. Signed, Justice Ininiabua, Chief Justice. Chief Justice now wrote a letter to Eric Baah and said, I am instructing you to finish this case. After Kennedy, Japan's lawyers instructed the Chief Justice to instruct Eric Baah to complete the case. So let's make this wild allegation. Let's allege. Ebia Kennedy Japan lawyers no any Eric Baah kasa. Yepesi ma uska na di case no maye. Eric Baah beka say, oh no, me de case we de meteso temporarily o. Magiska no kura megia mintumi di case ni wie. E kire mutumi bibi ma meka o case ni. So this is allegation. I'm trying to create something here. Yan fan says I see eh. And Kennedy Japan matam sika ma Eric Baah. Eric Baah jiska na do beka kire mo say unim. When I take this money, I'm taking this money for free because case no kura nyami case. Met me free so anytime Chief Justice be the substantive judge braba. Enti samo pese metina case so maji musike na me di mamoa. And the montro koma Chief Justice. Na mo kan chance mo peme. Ni anhwe the Chief Justice beka. Ba mo tra, ma mo kan chira na as lawyers no because o me be counter. Now, how much my Chief Justice? Chief Justice are granted in CC and Eric Bass or Jessica or Kennedy Japan. Why? So, Omo bribe now, he needs to complete it. And this is how it is looking like. Into one scenario now, the mamono. Oh, sa scenario now be created, no. It is looking like that is what happened. And now say another scenario. Maybe a Chief Justice Fred Kennedy Japan catch and say, me person lawyer trouble ignore the other party, and that I will grant Eric Baah the permission to finish the case. Send your bayer, I can get you off the hook. Because me Chief Justice, the president, he has told me that he doesn't like Anas. Anas has exposed his government. So this is how it's going to be. So there are so many angles to this story. Me to me because CJJ. But from a case nearby and CJJ $5 million, no. Men to me trust CJ so much to the point to say, why I'm not saying it's CJJ, but from the past experience, from a $5 million scandal now, Chief Justice Nkan, if somebody tells me that Chief Justice GCKB and on instructor Eric is on Tanaswa, I would not be surprised, but I cannot confirm because I don't have the facts. Say assembly, any assembly. Okokota, precedents are very important. We use precedents to judge cases. In Tebia, assembly CNS Chief Justice $5 million. No, Abia Kennedy, my Chief Justice, and I Chief Justice, so don't worry. I'll make Eric Baah sit. Forget and ask lawyers. Go through the process because I can break ranks and do whatever I like. Nina are what scenarios we are thinking. Wild. We are trying to think about so many things. But Obenyansa for Asamba ya. All right. Now, into my idea, how Eric Baah became the substantive judge, and the what's judgment about. Now, somebody will ask, Eric Baah, as a judge in a high court, was he in charge of the case? Because if I am a defendant, now some sikama judge, now minim say the case at the end of the day, it's still going to go my way. It does not matter what we say in court, the cross-examination. Metiano, do you think I will respect the judge? So Sikama judge. The judge has been instructed by his boss to make sure the case goes in favor of one particular party. Do you think say me party na me case na me defendant me name se case no matter what it to go my way no? Do you think I will respect the judge? It's a simple question. I will not respect the judge because at the end of the day, I know the judge, either so with Jiska and then the boss at Jiska and I judge na kasa otuono or person case ni ende na sebi osika na oje no kodi. Into when I'm sitting in his courtroom, I will see him as a corrupt judge, a criminal. So respect, a friend respect, I will not give that judge. So when you go to such courtrooms, say Bibi sir, every time you have a courtroom, we say one of the parties ama a judge in this kind of their disrespect. Omo mutia bribe the my judges say it is high. I am just trying to it because I have an audio to play to show you. Into some judges behind the scenes, I know what is happening now. I will not respect the judge because at the end of the day, what can you do? You have been giving money to call the case in favor of me. It will not respect you. Did Kennedy or Anas, did any of them disrespect the judge? And what were the actions of the judge? Time I disrespect the judge. Did Kennedy disrespect the judge in a courtroom? Did Anas disrespect the judge in a courtroom? And what was the action of the judge when that thing happened in court? So the question is, if Anas speaks in a way in court, not catch a judge say Anas will be a court so about the man. The question is, does Anas respect the judge? When Kennedy uses those kind of words in court, the question will be, why is Kennedy seeing a judge sitting there and using such words in the same court? You will say Kennedy does not respect the judge. Why is Kennedy not respecting the judge? Maybe Kennedy has paid the judge. Maybe Kennedy has paid the judge's boss. Maybe Kennedy knows how the case is going to end. Into a catcher's judge in Mahame Krampo or Kota, or catch a judge in a Bodamnia, the judge will he have that power to act? Because when you use some words in court, you should be reprimanded. And I'm a when you use words in court, and yet words you use your court. When you use some kind of language, foul language in court, abra judge to the best thing they do in court, you have to be reprimanded. It's simple as that. Now, ABC or case we will get to that point. Now, let's look at the judge's ruling very well. Maybe Chem will be part B in the ruling. Maybe now what happened in court. Right.
No problem. I'm telling you. My brother Abu and I too, you have to sort us out.
The businessman was impressed. So impressed, in fact, that he doled out a rather substantial preliminary bribe of $65,000 to reward Nyantiti's show of interest. The president was then seen gathering the money into a gift bag.
Hey.
The president then went over the bribery plan, this time critically sneaking in an extra $1 million as his and Abu's share, making $12 million in total.
I will give you good advice. He is my small brother. If you're able to give money to the president of the country, the vice president, and the minister, we are finished. I'm telling you, we are finished. This is 5 plus 3, 8 plus 2, 10 plus 1, 11. Maybe you add another 1 million for us. 12 million. 12 million. Okay. Can we agree when we can get this visit to Ghana to do this so that we can start quickly?
Perhaps blown away by the weight of the businessman's fortune, Nyantiti showed an unusual eagerness, almost to a servile degree, trying hard to ingratiate himself with the businessman. Could he be blamed? The president further implicated himself by admitting that he owns a local financial institution which...
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Good evening. Thank you for staying. You're still watching With All Due Respect exclusive Thursday evening, right? In Ghana, around the world. My name is Kevin Ekoberu Taylor. My producers are called the Goats Team. We're still doing the Kennedy Anas Arimia Anas defamation case, and we are punching holes. You'll be playing an audio. You'll be going to the courtroom. Then you will know the facts for yourself. All right, now, before let me show you answer meka judge no ruling no party bi asamachiro no, and the reason why he wrote those things in his ruling no. Mayanko into the courtroom. Na yanko hwe ade kitwe bi when Kennedy Japan was being cross-examined. And in some African there are number any bino and his responses to the lawyers of Anas no. You will get to know how the case actually pan out in court. Now, Ushe Bibi to say this is a cross-examination between Kennedy Japan and a year out now. Oh goodness. We're having a problem with our system tonight. I wanted to play it on the screen, but I don't know what's happening. But I'm going to read it. Now, and this was the cross-examination on the 21st of July 2021. With all due respect, we will publish this. I'm sorry, but our system, we are having some little problem with showing some of the documents. But the show documents they may show in about these are new documents that came in. Now me person me read it with you, but me read it still. Now me what actually transpired. Now me read it judge the ruling ni bin na mo hu. And sana my audio no what happened in court. Now on the 21st of July at 10 a.m. The case continued. Now, this is a small one I want you to listen to. And yet, the lawyer of Anas asked Kennedy. The first one is yes. He said, and you were found guilty of contempt of court for insulting a sitting high court judge. Kennedy Japan responds, it is not true. I was not found guilty of contempt. It is never true. Anas Arimiao Anas, the lawyer no busa Kennedy Japan say, where did the judge attempt that? And they found of contempt. Kennedy said it is never true. He was never found. He was never found to guilty of contempt. He was never found guilty. So seminar Kennedy Japan me watch video be able to warn the judge so you kwasi judge no. Do you know say Kennedy tina court can say he was never found guilty of contempt. And we didn't know until Kennedy catch her. Say the Supreme Court and the judiciary, they dealt with Kennedy on that matter. But in court, Kennedy can say he wasn't found guilty of anything. Into a year judge and a year chief judge, nothing happened. Internet and then case don't want to this is cross examination. I mean, really been trouble. Now, my mom Kennedy responses. Now you go to a question on 3/7/2028. That's March 7, 2018. You accuse the plaintiff, that is Anas Arimea Anas, of allegedly causing the death of some Chinese nationals on Adum TV. That's a question. Answer: yes, I said that because I have evidence to that his work caused the death of these Chinese people. Anas lawyer Nibusa Kennedy say, Otna Adum TV eka say Anas ekun Chinese phobia. Now, as some known and I'll say yes, I said that because I have evidence that his work caused the death of these Chinese people. The plaintiff went there under pretext of investigating these Chinese. So when he showed their faces to some illegal miners within 2 days, they were killed. That is why I said that. Kennedy answered and say, or say our evidence, and there's any evidence when or say, Anas echo site or echo pretended say or investigations. And na ohunkophobia or site or and or the Chinese for the picture and the conference omunim Chinese for we. And I can say Anas yes and Anchebia and as Chinese for the intina original TV so cast Anas the Kuomo. Asama Kennedy can court in front of Eric Baah. Anas why busan say ujina adom ka say Anas ku Chinese for unjina so ne say o say no tena adom no de kan ne say Anas echo sa site wo echo investigations na echo investigations no de Chinese for the pictures church the boys someone say omunim Chinese ni we Chinese for we o say anche no hu say Chinese for no wu enti no tena adom ka say Anas e de ku Chinese for no. Kennedy responses in court. No. These are some of the things Eric Baah Bezi ne judgment also. Now the lawyer of Anas moved forward or say, you will not deny that you repeated the wild allegation that the plaintiff, that is Anas, caused the death of some Chinese nationals on your own net too on the said date. Or say, I have not denied. Lawyer Nika say, into on sign, and I say, stay out and who jina say, Anas the cool Chinese for no say yes. On can baby, I say, no, and a okay. Now, question: how many were these Chinese nationals? Answer: the video is not with me. Kennedy lawyer, Anas lawyer Butan said, na Chinese for now, or Mokanomo yes saying. Also, video need the enemy horse is here. And I say, okay. Kennedy answer, ni say, It's been a while. I do not remember. Or say video didn't know, but I check on Kai. Anas lawyer Busa Kennedy say. Also can Anas the Kung Chinese for no. Also the picture called picture called site or edibe namunu enomuye. Now Chinese for no Kai. Also I check on Kai. And I say now okay na omudino okay dodo. Also I check on Kai. All right. Or say, or no, sir and seminal on kai a check. Okay. All right. And Anas lawyer no. What are the names of the Chinese? Anas lawyer Busan say Kennedy. Chinese for now say Anas the Kuomo no. Omo edin the same. Maybe I may publish it. After that, we will publish everything. I'm sorry. We will publish everything for you people to have it. Anas lawyer Busan say Chinese for Omo edin the same. Kennedy said, I do not know their names. I have the video of the Chinese who died. Also, Chinese for the thing, but our video no of Chinese for no move. Fine. And a lawyer Anissa Busano. You accuse the plaintiff, and I say you accuse Anas of allegedly causing the death of these Chinese, which means they did not die of a natural cause. I am putting that to you. Lawyer Anissa, when our accuses Anas the Kuomo. That means say enyo mo ane wu omu pa bibi ne ku omu ana say meda omu ana say bo mu tu ana bibi and a lawyer say me catch say wo ka say Anas ne ku omu no che say Anas bibi ne ku Chinese for that means say be tu ne bo omu ana say Anas bu omu kom ana say bibi also or catch say sa na wo pesa wo ka and a Kennedy man answer say I do not know their names. I have the video of the Chinese who died. Now, Kennedy answered to the last question, say, yes, they did not die a natural cause because you will see in the video the gun wounds on these Chinese nationals. Or see, ojitum Chinese for na one ewu pa. Now, se video na or say only any one on kaino. Oshe video na unu se Chinese for na bo mutu inti obi ne bo mutu. Video no ha also on kai video no eni no ho. But okay se Chinese for no na ya bo mutu inti ono no hu se anas ne bo mutu. Now, another question. Where is the coroner's inquest of these Chinese nationals? Where is the coroner's inquest of these Chinese nationals? Any question? Kennedy Japan's response. The response isn't there. Now, another question. You will not deny that you repeated the allegation of the plaintiff extorting monies from these Chinese nationals on your Net2 TV on this said date. I will not deny I said it. Kennedy answer no. Another question. I am putting it to you that you have no jurisdiction whatsoever for alleging that the plaintiff extorted monies from the Chinese nationals. Answer. I am justified in saying that because his modus operandi. Lawyer ni bukachire Kennedy say unni engineer sobia obeka say me client no any cool Chinese for no. Also, I am justified in saying that because his modus operandi of how he operates in recording, threatening, and showing the videos to you, and when you panic and pay him, and if you pay, he does not show, and if you don't pay, he will disgrace you by showing it to the world. I mean, the okay, the bro for that baby. Or say, I could hear. A manica said, I'm at Adikudientia or no Kennedy Japan the two cars and ask the Kusa Chinese for and say, Sana Nas Yene Juma or recordo, no a threaten or recordo, we are not threaten or some maniska or maniska. Now, Faye, where you dear from and then a managina so cast and ask the Kuomo. Way is in front of Judge Eric Baah. Kennedy could not provide evidence, video, hardcore video that Anas was shooting anybody. Kennedy could not provide any facts that Anas Arumiyao Anas was involved in the killing, or say or no or make a statement because Anas' style of work can actually say he kills people, he threatens people, he extorts money from people. This is Ghana court, and this was in front of Judge Eric Baah. The defendant on in a stand, you know. Eji to musa oni evidence. Video ni ho. But na adwene mu no se bia na ase na dwuma na kire se na ase betumi ku omo. So Eric Baah took this and said this is evidence. Yenya Anas. Menya Anas is guilty. Into Kennedy in the responses were court no. These are some of the things a yet court ni gina so almost say Anas has lost. Anas is a terrorist. Eric Baah, we're not in a court to This is the reason why Kennedy Japan lawyers wanted Eric Baah to sit on this case and finish it. Now, Mamin Chema DB. Now, Mamin Chema ni ruling no statement to be a Otroye. Now, listen to this. This is the ruling of Eric Baah, and a ruling nearby and a judgment, you know. These are some of the parts of the judgment. On the allegation that plaintiff murdered former member of parliament Joseph Boachi Dankwa is consulting with his wife and was responsible for the killing of some Chinese, defendant explained under cross-examination that he said so because plaintiff had alleged that he killed his colleague Ahmed Swale. Omuwa court no Kennedy Japan jitu mo court to say oka se Anas eku Chinese for if we say or te say Anas so say on the ku Ahmed Swale. Into the reason why intia oba oka se Anas the ku Chinese for na say or te say Anas so can baby say or no Kennedy the ku Ahmed Swale. Inti atika. This is the ruling. Where a ruling a judge ni so jina so. La ayila. Ebia de make an on tiase. When a judge ni jina so say Kennedy Japan wini or say Anas ka say eye Ahmed Swale Kennedy the ku na and a Kennedy so ko jina baby say Anas the ku eye Chinese for na or no judge no jitum. Basically that's what he's trying to tell Ghanaians. Eric Baah, the all canon. Now when you go to the second paragraph, He says the hypothetical reader would have read about the notorious case involving the murder of the former member of parliament, Mr. Boakye Dankwa, and would be aware of the trial of the suspect, which includes the plaintiff. The allegation made by defendant could not therefore succeed in actually defaming the plaintiff. Judge Eric Baah, in his judgment, or say, as semina a Kennedy Japan can or kafa anas wono, sema betumi gu anas mufin. Going by the statement he made first, no, but so say atika say anas say or no Kennedy Japan and the Kuhamed Swalia or no Kennedy Japan say because of what Anas said, or no say only the Chinese want to judge and so basically, that is what Judge Eric Baah is saying in his judgment. Hey, Jesus Christ. Hey, this is an appeals court judge. Oh yeah, atika. And me busa say judge bika, you will see and make sure with the You see where our judiciary is today, or judge draw the judgment. No, this is pathetic. Say Kennedy Japan can say Anas say we kuame swale into ono so say ono ne ku Chinese for the judge says okay atika into ojina so can say Anas di for and into Anas a terrorist and into Anas a liar Anas a blackmailer. Bano Eric Bano ni judgment new. I didn't make this up. This is the judgment of the judge. Kwame Plus what boda what men send bibia mbrembium over sabe bo membo Kwame Plus men send bibia okolo school dinner law school sa Kevin Taylor sama kai kana bontina eden jai sade no. So this is the judgment from a judge. Now we share the other part of his judgment me chirama debi and sanama ko in semna nkasa so we are doing journalism here. Now on the judgment in page 60 this is what he wrote. It should be understood that as officers caught by plaintiff in his investigations have lost their jobs, an entrapped president may be compelled to resign out of shame or public pressure. That means the plaintiff, through his investigative antics, can cause the removal of a president and thereby upend the mandate given to him at the elections. That is not investigative journalism. It is investigative terrorism. It is exercise of indirect political power under the cloak of journalism. Judge Eric Baah said, no journalists have the right to investigate the president. Because all a journalist, now you're investigative journalist, now so investigations are Ebema president no watch no na ebi obe lose elections, na Ebema ni office na otimuno, Ebema ni pebi engine India, sa investigation no investigative terrorism. This is an appeals court judge. This is page 60 of his judgment. Judge say, from what he's saying, journalists don't have the right to even investigate people in office, public office. You cannot even investigate the president. You don't have the right to call out the president if he is doing something wrong. This is the judgment from this judge. And for Anas to start investigating public officers, he sees it as their investigative terrorism. For Anas investigating people we have given power to make sure they do the right thing, or not Judge Eric Baah, he sees it as what? Investigative terrorism. No journalist, no investigative journalist has the right to investigate public officials so that they will lose elections, so that their office will be ridiculed, so that people will see them that they are not credible. He believes any journalist who does that is a terrorist. So he's basing all this, he's basing his argument on this to say Kennedy Japan has won. How? My fellow Ghanaians, Obi betina baby no we did matem. How is this a judiciary? How can this guy be a judge? So when I bet my convince him and say this judge wasn't compromised. I am yet to believe say This judge wasn't compromised. One, they chose the judge themselves. Now, if you read the judgment of the judge, you get to know, like, our judiciary has been limited. The judgment is out there. I am not making these things up. When a judge, you know, this is miscarriage of justice. This is a travesty of justice. I'm trying to find the word. It's not even, it is beyond travesty. So, as some like Kennedy on champagne, this is what the judge based on to say Kennedy walk. Ghana, we don't hate anybody. This Kennedy Japov defamation case, every journalist in Ghana was criminal with Jimmy. So, from my explanation, it started from the top. To nail a journalist at the end of the day, embarrass a journalist. They used a judge who can do that job. Today, defendants are doing what? Picking judges they want. Now, we are going to go to the murky part of this exclusive edition of With All Due Respect. I'll be right back.
No problem. I'm telling you. My brother Abu and I too, you have to sort us out. Yeah.
The businessman was impressed. So impressed, in fact, that he doled out a rather substantial preliminary bribe of $65,000 to reward Nyantiti's show of interest. The president was then seen gathering the money into a gift bag.
Hey.
Begging me.
No problem. I'm telling you. My brother Abu and I too, you have to sort us out. Yeah.
The businessman was impressed. So impressed, in fact, that he doled out a rather substantial preliminary bribe of $65,000 to reward Nyantiti's show of interest. The president was then seen gathering the money into a gift bag.
Hey.
The president then went over the bribery plan, this time critically sneaking in an extra $1 million as his and Abu's share, making $12 million in total.
I will give you good advice. He is my small brother. Yeah. If you're able to give money to the president of the country, the vice president, and the minister, we are finished. I'm telling you, we are finished. This is 5 plus 3, 8 plus 2, 10 plus 1, 11. Maybe you add another 1 million for us. 12 million. 12 million. Okay. Can we agree when we can get this visit to Ghana to do that, so that we can start quickly?
Perhaps blown away by the weight of the businessman's fortune, Nyantiti showed an unusual eagerness, almost to a servile degree, trying hard to ingratiate himself with the businessman. Could he be blamed? The president further implicated himself by admitting that he owns a local financial institution which could be used to launder the money into Ghana. Nyantiti's proposed plans, as criminal as they were smart and elaborate. He had proved resourceful.
If we have to transfer to Ghana,
I don't want peace. I want problems always. I don't want peace. I want problems always. I don't want peace. I want problems always.
We don't want peace. We want problems always. You're still watching With All Due Respect extended version. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. My producers are called The Ghost Team. We are live across the world. In Africa, Asia, Europe, and the Americas, we are blazing. On Facebook, we are With All Due Respect. On YouTube, we are Loud Silence TV. On Multi TV, we are Loud Silence TV. On Facebook, again, we are Loud Silence TV. Our affiliates are all over the world. Loud Silence TV is streaming on Benjamin Wayo Muhammad's page on Facebook. NDC TV are picking us live tonight Honorable Joseph Yamin's page, they are also live, blazing across the world. Kevin Taylor, my official page on Facebook, we are. Ghana News Thread, we are also streaming this show live. Other affiliates that are picking this show live, thank you very much. God bless. We are back. That's how it is. Now, Judge American Asemia or trying the judgment don't need a friend Judge Eric Baah. Hey, Radha Yankovo. It's raining in Tama. Your light is off. Turn on your phone. So this is the judge American Asemia. When a judge can the Japan case, you know. In fact, Ebi Osho judge for Atari into Niman Kasani say not here. This is a judge in Ghana. He wrote that judgment. Your friend Judge Eric Baah. Onye ebi amon kai na nti ne busuafo na asɔrefo amɔhwɛ no mo amo se papa ye judge ne brofo na me kyerɛkyerɛ mo no me kan kyerɛ mo no on the tena case we so. Now we are about to enter the courtroom. I'm going to play an audio, and that audio was when Kennedy Japan was being cross-examined in the courtroom. When Kennedy Japan was being cross-examined by Anas Arumyao Anas lawyers, this judge was sitting there. Everyone was seated. Kennedy Japan was in the witness box. Anas Arumyao Anas lawyers not almost to Kennedy Japan no. Now this judge, or your appeals court judge, Waba High Court, and or case we so. Now listen very well. What happened in the courtroom? Now, there are two things we are going to listen here. Kennedy Japan started talking when the judge was sitting there. And after that, Kennedy Japan was moved from the courtroom. People were begging him. He moved from the courtroom. And he made some statement at the end of the video, on our audio. We will discuss that. And we will ask Kennedy Japan, what he's fighting is the same thing he's doing. Now let's listen to the audio. This happened in the court. I told you we don't disclose our sources. I have sources everywhere. And I had this audio a long time, but I wanted to see how this case will end. I have about 7 videos. And then maybe Bobako, maybe judges be Ghana. What is happening is bad. Munjai. This is in the courtroom of Ghana. Listen.
Begging me. I told you yesterday. That outside. Don't do that in the courtroom. I told you yesterday. But no, look at the language he's using. Please, you can send that the judge rules. Don't do that outside. Calm down, please. My friend, call him to order. Calm down. Call him to order. What do you mean? Who the hell do you also think you are? They are lawyers, so what? Please, yes. What do you mean? Please, let me about something. I'm advising you see, the other guy is nice. Calm down. That's what anything happens to your life. What do you mean? I'm also a lawmaker. And I'll take him on. This one is very nice. We're a professional. Well, maybe you come pass yourself. But that one, maybe school, the piano disrespecting your court. I quite a time or two who come pass yourself. We're a lawyer, we are yummy. Fuck you. I didn't know what's going on. Small boy, the piano or disrespecting me. And he will fail. Say I'll take you on. Legally, I'm a lawmaker. So why do you say if your life is a sarcastically, that is the impression. Who are nice, no, come ni pakura, what you mean? Wasia. Who are nice, okunkum kofono, utumika. Wasia who defend them. I catch them some me a metra. Fool. Why are not to Jimmy for those who do was your assembly? What is all this Roma? In this Romo, Open from Cotumune, and then on from Cotum. What do you hear of Funo Attack? Was your campus yourself? What Jimmy on? What is going on in this country? Yes. Yeah, that means all those who say something a matter. That's what you want to do. You just basically baby stuff. No, the other guy, I'm not saying okay, he just oh, we did your back or try to make this to be intelligent. What do you mean? You respect him. How about that disrespecting him? Fool! He's a miserable. Also, go and sleep. Go and sleep, lawyer. Go and sleep. The campus, yes, how this will be. Go and sleep. That's yeah. Anas, we didn't, sir. Please.
George.
Yeah. MPP voice I'm show video. I'm only holding it. Be a better meaning can be I'm sure. We are not good. On the 8th of February, these evil boys recorded ministers and lawyers in Dubai. I have the video. MPP, the cultural president, they are three chief of staff. Europe, make sure they are not the whole Ghana. What I think the episode, why didn't you bring it? And you got the nerve to defend a criminal like that and come and insult me.
So this is in the courtroom. The judge was sitting there. And somehow when I was it's in Eric Baah's courtroom. What to make a defendant tell somebody fuck you in the courtroom? No, nothing. He wasn't charged, nothing. He wasn't reprimanded, nothing. This is where we are. You see why they are jubilating? You see why this is in the courtroom. Mesabo audio wibium. The last part not here. On the night towards the cassette, he is speaking the truth. And also our audios, our tapes are recording ministers or their church president or their church chief of staff. He is keeping it. So the question is, the thing you are accusing Anas of doing, are you not doing the same? They say the whole thing that Kennedy say he's accusing Anas of doing, and his Anas acquire investigation. We try tape and at the end also you are saying on tape in court, say you have ministers. Ya film your omu Jessica Edip Chrono and other coach president or the chief of staff, but you are keeping it. Omu ya ubegu party no. So Anas adena we accusing no. You are doing more than what you are accusing. This is where we are, and this is the man. He wants to be president. And this is my problem. We are going to listen to this again. We are not after the latter part now because our tapes are or they are check. So you see, a kufuadwe or a criminal the president of the republic. Or ye Ekufuado, or a crazy criminal. The chief of staff, some Madam Freeman or Namono, or ye Bayfo, they are corruption. Or some kind, or what ministers say, I take poor more bribe, I would Dubai, or the Achre Kufuado, or the Achre chief of staff. Or we have a good partner, and it's an so Casapenoma Bibiamano. Because they know, say, by some means, no, wakunya omo criminality. Now you, Kennedy, you are keeping the criminality, and you are accusing an ass of keeping criminality. Are you insane? So where we are, no, what let's listen to this again. This is in the court of Justice Eric Baah, the judge who said Anas is a criminal. Not to who. In some way, you know, with him. He didn't call anything. He sat there. He was quiet.
Begging me. I told you yesterday. Don't that outside. Don't do that in the public. I told you yesterday. But no, look at the language he's using. Please, you can send that the judge rules. Don't do that outside.
Calm down, please.
My friend, call him to order.
Calm down.
Call him to order. What do you mean? Who the hell do you also think you are? You are lawyer, so what? Please, yes. What do you mean? Please, let me about something. I'm advising you. Now look at the language. Anything happens now. You see, the other guy is nice.
Calm down. That's what
anything happens to your life. What do you mean? I'm also a lawmaker, and I'll take him on. This one is very nice. Or a professional. What do you come as yourself? But that one, who make Baby school, the piano disrespecting your court. I quite a time or two who come as yourself. We're a lawyer, we are young. Fuck you. I didn't know what's going on. This one is very nice. Or a professional. What do you come as yourself? But that one, who make Baby school, the piano disrespecting your court. I quite a time or two who come as yourself. We're a lawyer, we are young. Fuck you. The piano disrespecting your court. I quite a time or two who come as yourself. We're a lawyer, we are young. Fuck you. The piano disrespecting your court. I quite a time or two who come as yourself. We're a lawyer, we are young. Fuck you. The piano disrespecting your court. I quite a time or two who come as yourself. We're a lawyer, we are young. Fuck you. The piano disrespecting your court. I quite a time or two who come as yourself. We're a lawyer, we are young. Fuck you. I didn't know what's going on. Small boy, the piano what disrespecting me. And he will fail. Don't trouble. I say I'll take you on. Legally, I'm a lawmaker. So why do you say if your life is a and sarcastically, that is the impression. Wanas no kumi pakna watching yaga wasia. Wanas okunkum koforo utumika wasia udipendeno. I catch him some me a metra. Fool. Oh, I know to Jimmy for those who do was yes. What is all this Roma? In this Romo, open from Cotumune, and then on from Cotum. What do you hear of Funo at that? Was your campus, yes. What Jimmy on? What is going on in this country? Yes. Yeah, that means all those who say something a matter.
That's what you just basically baby stuff.
No, the other guy, let me say, okay, he only have a chance at pressure. Oh, we did your back or try to make this to be jealous. What do you mean? You respect him. Now Barbara disrespected him. Fool. He's a miserable. Also, go and sleep. Go and sleep. Thank you. But campus, yes, how it is with me. Go and sleep. That's yeah. Anas, we didn't sir. Please.
Good.
Yeah. MPP Boyer Robinson, I'm show video. I'm only holding it. Be a better as a miming can be I'm sure. On the 8th of February, these evil boys recorded ministers and lawyers in Dubai. I have the video. MPP, the cultural president, the chief of staff. Europe, make sure I be a number the whole Ghana. What I think the episode, why didn't you bring it? And you got the nerve to defend a criminal like that and come and insult me. MPP Boyer Robinson, I'm show video. I'm only holding it. Be a better as a miming can be I'm sure. On the 8th of February, these evil boys recorded ministers and lawyers in Dubai. I have the video. MPP, the cultural president, the chief of staff. Europe, make sure I be a number the whole Ghana. What I think the episode, why didn't you bring it? And you got the nerve. MPP Boyer Robinson, I'm show video. I'm only holding it. Be a better as a miming can be I'm sure. On the 8th of February, these evil boys recorded ministers and lawyers in Dubai. I have the video. MPP, the cultural president, the chief of staff. Europe, make sure I be a number the whole Ghana. What I think the episode, why didn't you bring it?
So that is what transpired in court. Now, Judge Netsuo, we started to see a timer. Now, Anas lawyers were interrogating, cross-examining him, and he was saying, "Fuck you." The judge was sitting there. Eric Baah was sitting there. So ask yourself, what will make a judge shut up like this after seeing all this in court? So you saw where it started from the Chief Justice doing those machinations and bringing this guy. That's where we are today. So who is going to believe the judiciary in Ghana again? He wasn't reprimanded, no misconduct, nothing, no charges. He did this in court, in Ghana court, high court. Said all these things. Then he went further to say he has videos from Anasa. President Akufo-Addo now by MPP for Dubai, omo deals. Or the Achire Akufo-Addo, or the Achire Chief of Staff, MPP will be released na part negu. And this man is saying Anas mom is keeping tapes. Now, why don't you bring those tapes out for Anas to be caught? So basically, this judge, Ocean judgment now, it was basically, I want to disgrace this guy. I want to disgrace Anas. Even though I know Anas is not guilty, I will do this. Eric Majuma Oye, no. Ladies and gentlemen, I have 6 more tapes of judges having conversations with people in the executive. 6. 2024, you have no idea. MPP, we never again. We are going to go to Obama MPP or with Jimmy. Do you know what they have done? Do you know the mess Ekufuadomo they have done? Kennedy wants to be president. Yenya test koni, yenya young Ghanaian to say Kennedy be the president. I'm going to pick phone calls for 5 minutes. Menche, my pawn show, and I full show. But hey, I'm going Ghana for. See, they can't see it here, Brucci. Yeah, Mbema, Yembra Ghana, Kwasiafo. Oh boy, Jimmy Fo, so ya Bema Bragana, Kwasiafo. Someone, Ekura Mutim. Let me pick 1 or 2 calls. Now me end it. Now me copy binda. Aye. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. I'm listening. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Senior man, Bichao.
Me Joso.
With me Kataka class. Me. Ayana, Professor Mekacho say, him. I'm more Ghana Kumas and the beer. I'm more dear, baby, I'm back from by MP. What can we be actually more Monte, NDC for us, more MP for MP now on the Trumbo. The cinema really have catch on 2024 year. But cinema, so I do be a Jama Samo. One for Mukro, who call us South America. Cinema. Don't do a more crowd, you social security while you are the out to bed. Who know much to bed. 2024, Mama and Echo, cinema.
But I say thank you very much. Hello, caller. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Kevin, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead.
Me chewa chief na wa free now. From Bernard because if you Atabas Junction, you mean now.
Yeah.
Yes, sure. This party and this MP, for instance, Kennedy on the Japan. It has been there. Even the Chief Justice Ankasana Obua Sabno, Esha, or Azibia, Ebia, or a least mistake. Kennedy Japan or really they call ye school ne students a being no work and no can send be as a teacher na very relax na am wires newe after the wires could even it made a punish one but a bet no ne as a MP I out to them or high courts. What do you expect ordinary person and also be a case war when ubi a case on bubble wa a busy diamond. So no see a BBD, yeah, a being your con action now so and never end then. In the moon there is a MPP as a whole, why there or share Kennedy Nessa, because I don't obey now, obey you say.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And now, no, or boy in Ankasa, into Ghana for me, no man supporting, never some more could you do.
Thank you. All right. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Meba to kasa mi tio.
Kevin, 40 coins in the
yeah, meba to kasa.
Oh. Kevin, Kevin Makatro. Hello, how? I didn't need obi eni. Now, Kevin. Hello, Kevin.
Yes, mo hakasa.
Kevin, I will use another method no to go see thing.
And the chemo busano.
Kevin, you Manuel. I will use another method.
Say the chemo busano. And the sound in the kind. You people need to be asking him. Omo moto abama no. They need to be asking him.
And the credit. But Kevin, media some with it. I said like Kevin, me see so much like it. Yinjom, I so much like it. With Yinjom, the Babu Tibiano, Yanfana.
Dabi. Obi ama bibi anko simfa na saa na atene mu a munja san kwasa kasa no Mr. Boss. with all due respect to you. They be to yenja omo kuye, yenja omo dinkwasasem, yenja omo sa. No, it doesn't work like that. Oba America, and yes, I know Makasao. Hello, caller.
Good evening.
Yes, sir, go ahead. All right. He's not ready. I think it's on the line at Mbuano. Let's pick another caller. Hello, caller. Hello. All right. Obia tries to be I think it's a lot of calls trying to come through at the same time. Let's see here too. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, Kevin.
Me too, Kasa.
Mpacho, from Ebenezer, talking from Takrady.
Ebenezer Kasa.
Mpacho, Kennedy, we know, mean to me who, and then like, on no, yeah, dear, be our Ghana had yen to mean Kana, Ubia no to me. I call we own 2025 no, and this Bapoa. Because on one say one win I do a while. Me bomb per se 2025.
Thank you very much. All right. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, Patrick.
Good. Yeah, Kevin. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Yes.
When will be? Can we have what man our can one? Oh, can I me follow sequence in the BBA? Okay, be with me. The friend Mike. Because I feel West Council Milwaukee. Let me follow sequence, you know, until Ubo Justice Daniel Mensah.
Yeah. Domahine no. Yeah.
Domahine. And I did be clear. I'm saying, yeah, Juma Anas. I'm with the Juma the boy, no. I'm with the Juma. When him say, "Bye," or he no so ne, or he be or has to run ninja issue be okay.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Just me say, almost that's not planning Yankasa. When I'm with Juma the boy, no. But I'm just surprised because this can never happen in America. It's not possible. Hey. I'm surprised.
Thank you very much, boss. Who they say Andrew? They band they say Suchenwe. Where they say hello, caller.
Good evening, Kevin.
Yes, I'm Patrick Kasa.
I'm from Bright because I'm from so kind.
Right, Patrick Kasa.
We share the cost of my Ghana moi. Enya di papa because we share your papa Akufo-Addo our say obey you so announce principle e dey fight corruption no oba abem no enya ono no because we share announce nyoma investigation ye editia judges ni bi odi asem na court ade akoto omonim no enti na omo abu sa asem we edi egu anasu no because aban we e corrupt aban bia yenim say asem na we anas dey court no because of omo wa investigate omo wan say omo ebimu judges ni bia gigi imponti ni ade enti so omo ya ade a omo de begu anas wo fi Shenyoma Kevi ne obo numre edi chire she Kennedy she nsemo o kika tebe bi onu de be bia wo tape nso wontimi mbo tape ba kopo ewo man Ghana mu na manfo edi ne ti se opese oya omampani ewo man Ghana mu say Ghana for sorry the way na mo say e ko man mu Ghana for sorry na o man kan ti say uti America wo ka uti enuema e ko so Ghana no say Ghana for sorry a o be say o man no ama Ghana for.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Kevin. I am a friend. I do say Joseph, because I'm from Germany. Say a corner. Why are the mouth appear for? Why are the white Ghana or the ensemble Brady? I took Ghana 14 or more no or more 80 or more so or more so
yeah.
By Jumano, we store. Yeah, Tawachi, maybe I saw Obako and Kodene because Akufo-Addo
a president here no waba be dis Ghana so be 7 years simone wabo man no kokwa ba be see ne na Ghana baby a ye ode akwa kudru eno no
Menase, thank you very much.
They say no ye pese ye be ye den obe sa nkodene because they say no ma hwe ase awie they say obi ehun no omo suban eti ubo na we ka ai na they say wo ye na no na me defend obi wa ha nsem a na nipa bi ka so nkrofo bi wo ha omo mpese nkrofo beba nkrofo bi wo ha omo mpese Ghana nkrofo ba enso nti yeta wachi
Menase, tamichi, menase pa. Hello caller. Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello, Kevin.
I'm Patrick Kasa.
Yo, Stella.
Yeah.
Kevin, Mr. Me pede. Woma Kennedy na swat today. Me pede me challenge no Transport Stadium fight. Me pede me nyanakum. Me pede me nyanakum. Me pede me ma Kennedy. Low me bonny John man artificial no good no me no bufum. Papa penny in you answer foolish man. In you answer. Message, Dad, you know what you bribe? What you bribe? He didn't even the whole pay. What you bribe? No, no, Canadian on show. You're a boba non tree. The monk was said not to gun a worry on the man will be a bonitimu to don't find sign down, baby and sunka.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you. The women are pissed. Hello, caller. The Kennedy uppercut. Panyang. And it's new to wait to Yamuim. Hello, caller. Obaba Kennedy na uppercut. Ma Kennedy nanka so obehu there. Azeno Osho. I'm grow fanciful. But you know, bisa obo uppercut the mean. Obo the mean. Hello, caller.
Kevin.
Yes, sir. Mr. Mitchell, go ahead.
Japan. I'm just what can I say? I'm about to say, yeah, last year, no, not anyone ever have to be a cancer. We are what we are, more about June, and I say, can you, journalism, no, there's a it's what we are, not all the other two. Or you,
Wana.
Or more, my year.
All right, thank you very much. All the way from Japan. Yes, line move. Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening, Kevin.
Yes. Kasa, we're listening. Hey, I'm on for struggle with your lines.
Judicial system. I'm talking about our judicial system.
Yeah.
Where we are heading towards danger. If they don't know, if they think what they are doing is going to the country, then they should be prepared. I can assure you, the way people are angry on the ground, and should they think 2024, they will go the way they went in 2020, then they will laugh at the wrong side of their mouth. For that one, everybody can assure them, and we can assure them. We are not preparing here, we will fight. But when they dare, thinking they will go that direction, we'll let them understand that we are soldiers in this country.
Thank you. All right. Hello, caller. Hello. All right. I think this guy couldn't stay on. Let me get another phone call. Caller. Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Good evening.
Yeah, Mr. Kasa, it's you.
Hello.
Yes, you are live. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, Kasa, it's you.
Am I talking to Kevin?
You are live on TV. Please go ahead. All right, you don't have time for this. Hello, caller.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Yes, Kasa.
Okay, Emmanuel, me kasa free UK. Kelvin, you may watch my BSB super because Kennedy Japan. What say Anas? wakoye video and onamo di this guy or extort man for.
Yeah.
But also they be out claim say MPP for videos.
And what I the president? What I the chief of staff? Why are you not releasing it? Why are you not releasing it?
Why are you not releasing
it?
it?
Accuse the announcement. We are the same thing. Yeah.
Yes. And you get people, you get the youth to almost support this man. Say onona oba which man fight corruption.
We.
No. Ono teso. Not be ne to ha. Enema ese ho no. Enso no manfo gidi say onu oba obe fight corruption. Nyina ka ho Ghana ne de but e be koso atai wachi.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Hello caller.
Hello, Bibio.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Glenn.
Bibio.
Okay. Kevin, in fact, you come had I said like what you two obedient today, they are special more than obedient nade. Some some are quaileka. Some nonsense are quailting a court of law. On our say they are law abiding institution. Let's say pigeon fuck you. Or you see F word in front of a lawyer.
A judge. The judge was sitting there.
No, actually, F word. Our ex-president John Dramani Mahama, yeah, expecting him to come now. So Oba, we are only expecting him to take these people on. Other than that, he will see Sri Lanka life of us.
Thank you. Somebody's talking about Sri Lanka. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, boss.
Class, I meet you.
But, yeah. Me pato Monday Jumapa, we are the board of my Ghana. From Duncan, because free Ghana, I came order. Juma, we na Yamishrao. And Jumapa, we are my omay. That was papa and Ubri and you are not be na eme ya say dia wo ye nyina no nipa ntiase and nipa bi ho no ma wadwe no
akoma ntiase saa so na ye
o ntiase un ma dwe mo dwene so o di evidence ba o di fact ne ba kire ni ba ko fa bi mra no se ne wo kan po nye ntro ntrompo unhu so o mbe ka se ne wo kan mo de enye ne kure ano na mi ntiase no ana mi ntiase no and say me a kamen kwana kamera boss as can be before that come up power be cha obi yes beba say kamen kwana metro boss as so me say can be before omo map power be yes beba no
but that's it. Thank you very much, boss. But that's it. Thank you. Hello, caller. Hello. Good evening. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Good evening. Mapacha from Ansaba. Makasa fi akwana nkwanta.
Okay.
Ne azo ho yende Ghana hano sa awa aye wo ho de eye NDC you know. Se funye ni boy fu na party. Na makada mwe wa tafe. If you feel they are drawn of folk in the world. But what be ye dear and this time round, you have much on boot for boot. You can say 1 hour that you want but settle. If you are you go to a bit in a war, now why you want can and the way you want but shut up the picture. That's no one there. You want a chance this time round. One because you said that is how home. Make a kind of offer for a year this time round. It's not going to work.
Thank you. All right. I like it when my moms and my sisters call. They are more aggressive. Man, I am more aggressive. You know, hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin. Good evening.
Sir. Good evening. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's okay, my friend.
Yeah.
Kevin, is it Ghana has said any court? Upon chi court na yewo. Goat court na yewo. Any court. Kevin. Just this kind of political judges no more Ghana has no Kevin, Ghana, we don't have trust in our courts. You need GD or court ni Ghana. You need GD or momo because so nyama judge party me G aponchine bayene de ade. Na o announce so obi a o wachi wo ma o maji aponchine you can say bayene de ade.
Uru case akomo
What judgment ana? What case akomo? Don't give you a judgment. Now Kevin, who kind letter no letter na you can say
petition no.
Japan commercial justice petition say ma o assembly wom em say one notice asem no. So be kai o ka ya o enim yebo a e ka say sa judge Baah we say no. Unfinished case no.
Yeah. The Chief Justice can say, I write with reference to the above mentioned petition. See me? Oh, terrible. But I know you will listen. I'll say I write to the above mentioned. I write with reference to the above mentioned petition to the Chief Justice dated 19th October 2021. You are hereby directed to continue hearing the above mentioned case to finality. Hello, caller. Hello. Chief Justice said to finality or say Obiaba Kura Yemfamano. One also decades in my pong. How can you just okay, I think we've done enough today. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello. Okay, I think we're done. That's it. I'm not picking any more calls. We've done a lot today. Thank you very much. It's been a wonderful day. Thank you. So this is the Judge Eric Baah. All that I played for you to hear, it happened in what? In his courtroom. Fuck you, name. Why? Chief Justice Eniniabua, why? What do you want? Why? Supreme Court, why? Judges in Ghana, why? Why you people, what do you want? Why are you people doing this? This is the same guy who sat on national television, insulted every judge.
And I'm holding for 18 years. I got conform chronophobia. What the year court. Meanwhile, on no comma, my children.
What in the statement, you know? Or say, I quite conform chronophobia. Or no fear sing. I bet us as one crying. A friend crying for in crying chronophobia. Oh, you see the level of disrespect to me, I'm crying for. Did you hear Kennedy? Or no fear sing. Waban cry about us as say catch and cry from the assassins no almost your massas no more pray legitimately no. Ako court na wakoje injunction no. Or cast and cranny cromfo cranny. Just say we should the level of disrespect. Jack, when you would try home.
And I'm holding for 18 years. I got conform chronophobia. What the year court. Meanwhile, on no comma, my children, Oko producing documents. Now, we have fake documents in the crowd. He has gone to court. Why I'm a boof. The lawyer wrote the thing on the 5th of August and was appearance here 13. I didn't get anything. Now, on the 1st of September, Mahmoud injunction, you are a stupid jet. I will face you. You are a stupid jet. Who persuaded you? You are a stupid jet. Yes. 18 years that I've had the land. Wow. You are a stupid jet. I will face you. You are a stupid jet. I will face you. You are a stupid jet. Who persuaded you? You are a stupid jet. Yes. 18 years that I've had the land. Wow. You are a jet.
Sewa,